better.
What?
Woo!
Woo!
Jack Barnes! Woo!
Hey folks, I'm Jeff Gonzalez. I'm here with Paul. And today we want to talk to you about our experience that we had just returning from Sauer Academy for the P365 Championship. So
Second year,
that's right. So Paul, why don't you give a little bit of background on what this match competition is all about?
Yeah, so it's a P365 focused EDC match. Basically kind of taking rule sets from both USPSA, IDPA, and kind of mixing it into an EDC focused match. That's kind of open to everyone and encouraged for new shooters to participate in.
And I think that's what the point that we want to try to relay is that first we had a blast. This is
This is fun.
It really was not just enjoyable, but you're around people that you like to be around. You're around other like-minded folks. It had a lot of fun to it, and that helped to overshadow my poor performance.
With a PH.
Shooting, so that was a bonus for me.
It never helps when you have a world champion shooting next. It happens.
Still, anyhow, but so the thing I want to try to share with people is that there might be some trepidation about kind of taking that first step, but we had like the perfect person to do this and give some feedback. So we took one of our own who had very little experience. He had the opportunity to go to one of the basic concealed carry classes and then go right into shooting the match. And then we had a chance to go after to talk with him. And we kind of knew what to expect. Right. It was going to be, he had a blast, he had fun, he can't wait to do it again. And that's kind of like the message that we want to relay to folks. And, while yes, this match is inclusive to just the P365 line, there are other places and other matches that people can go to.
Yes, 100%. I mean, of course, if you need to do a local match to get started, that's fine. We're mentioning this match because it's fun. It's open to everyone. There's not, you don't have to follow a specific rule set or become a member of anything.
Exactly.
And because SIG is a great facility, they're able to do really fun stuff. How often are you shooting out from the inside of a car in a match? And, those things happen, but they were able to make a lot of really fun and interesting stages. And from that Eddie perspective, which you mentioned, if people are worried about what if I look silly in front of someone, heck, we did.
Oh, yeah.
He had a GM shooter and folks from all walks of life in his group, and he didn't feel uncomfortable. Of course, there was a few times he needed to ask, hey, what's the course of fire? Help me out here. But the big message I think we're trying to get across is shooting sports are actually very welcoming. I've never gone to a match ever where people weren't 100% willing to help another shooter.
And that's the thing. It's there's so many new shooters out there. Here's an activity that, number one, supports the community, supports your own personal growth. I mean, those are the things that I try to, when I'm trying to help somebody recognize the value of attending or participating in this type of a sport, what did they get out of it? Well, again, it's fun. It's, obviously there's a serious undertone for safety and all that other business, but you are having fun with a lot of people. And where do you get to shoot out of a car and have fun doing stuff like that? I mean, that's kind of cool. The second thing is that you get to learn about yourself. You get to learn about your shooting performance. And that can sometimes be a little intimidating and scary to folks because, we sometimes don't like to know that we don't do that good,
I assume I'm, John Wick, but then I realize
in reality is your deputy
Paul.
dog.
Man.
But everybody likes deputy dogs. So
there you go.
But so that's the second thing. Learn about your shooting performance. And the third thing is that you learn about your gear. You learn about your gear because a lot of times people will strap this thing on and think they're good to go until they put a little pressure on themselves or they have to shoot from some weird positions like inside of a vehicle or sitting down and all of a sudden you realize things are a little different.
That draw stroke's
things
more
are
challenging than I thought or I assumed it would be.
It gives you information that you can then take and, okay, this is an area that I need to work on. And that's really what the shooting sports are all about, is helping you to recognize, okay, here's where I'm good at, here's where I'm bad at, here's where I want to work to, to improve those deficiencies and whatnot. So we had an absolute blast. The Sauer Academy is also one of the things too. It's not just coming out to shoot a match. Yes, that is a focal point. But they had so many other programs that you could attend.
I mean, their experience center is aptly named.
Exactly. It is an experience. But they had all these other courses and different types of training blocks that you can go to. So we had folks that were out there starting on Monday, shooting all the way through the weekend, just going to do various different events that they had. So it's a great opportunity. If you're in that Northeast area or you're interested or you have a P365 and you want to put yourself through the paces, we highly recommend it. for a lot of reasons. Having fun is a big one.
It is, definitely. We'll also link down below Eddie's experience if you guys are interested, if you're a new shooter and you want to see how his journey was. We encourage you to check it out.
All right, I'm Jeff Gonzalez. This is Paul. Until then, take care. Stay safe.